And what's your name?
My name is Emily Ansel,
Where's your placement?
Bay State Community Services.
My name is Sarah, and I am doing my practicum at QCAP Head Start.
My name is Chelsea Anderson, and I am placed at Father Bill's.
My name is Savannah, and my agency is with the District Attorney's Office for Norfolk County.
I'm Jess Herrera, and my practicum placement is at Volunteers of America Project Rebound. It's at the Long Island Shelter/Rehab Facility, and I'll be working with adolescent boys who are in the drug rehab program.
My name is Taylor Corbin, and I am doing my practicum placement at DOVE, which stands for Domestic Violence Ended.
I am Tina Corey, and my placement is at Snug Harbor Elementary School in the guidance department.
What's the general purpose of your agency?
It is to provide shelter, temporary shelter for the population of the homeless.
Well, specifically where I'm going to be working, I think it's about advocating for victims in criminal cases.
The general purpose of my agency is to help low-income families give their children an education from a preschool level, and also give resources to them throughout the community.
The agency is basically working with the adolescent boys population who are struggling with, most of it is marijuana usage, but a lot of it is more substance abuse related. So it could be alcoholism, it could be any type of drug, it could be anything like that. A lot of times the boys they were in court and they either had to go to jail or they had to go to this rehab facility. So it's one of those things where they live there and they have to go through treatment and things like that.
It's an elementary school, so it serves kids from preschool to 5th grade, and specifically the guidance department works with a range of kids, kids struggling in the classroom, struggling with kids at home, just really anything like that.
Well, the purpose is to work with survivors of domestic violence. So we have an emergency shelter, and residents usually stay there for up to 9 months. But then we also do one-on-one supportive counseling, and we have a legal team that works to give legal advice, and we just provide resources for anyone coming out of domestic violence. Where I'm placed is their Coastal Stars program, and it's emergency housing for adolescents that either have emotional problems, or they don't get along with their parents, or they just need temporary housing because they can't find a foster home.
Did you know much about this agency upon getting the placement there?
No.
I did not.
Kind of.
It's pretty slim. I don't really know much about it, and honestly I think it's going to allow me to grow a lot because I'm going to have so much to learn.
I just knew a little bit about it.
I knew a little bit about the agency.
I just kind of know the basics about, what a guidance department does, so just going into it with the basic knowledge is kind of all I have right now.
What's your initial thoughts about starting your practicum tomorrow morning?
I'm really excited. I'm nervous, but it's good nervous. I feel a little unprepared and maybe a little ill-qualified, but I feel like everything I've learned kind of the past 2 years has prepared me for this point, so I have to kind of trust that I am ready to do this. So that's where I'm at right now.
It's finally here, but I don't know if I want it to be here yet, so.
I'm terrified. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I don't know, should I bring one? Really silly things where I have no idea what to do. And then also I'm just terrified for what's gonna happen.
I'm pretty intimidated.
I'm scared, but I'm excited.
I'm pretty nervous. I don't really know what to exactly expect, and I don't want to be clueless, so hopefully I kind of have a clue about what's going on. What are your fears?
I think that probably my biggest fear going into tomorrow and then the placement in general would be that I'm not adequate enough to be able to understand the system and really work with individuals as they're trying to figure out the system because I don't have much experience with it.
I'm just afraid that I'm gonna eventually get clients and they're not gonna like me, and then I'm just gonna be awkward, and I'm just worried that they're not gonna like me and I'm not gonna be able to build a relationship like I'm supposed to as a social worker.
Just basically messing up in general during my practicum.
So I'm the only undergraduate intern there. There's 4 MSW students, so that's a little intimidating.
Messing up and not knowing what to do or the correct answers for people. What are you excited about?
I'm excited to actually start doing things. Like, this is the moment where everything that we've learned, all the readings we had to do, stuff like that. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm excited to actually put things into practice and to see what I'm capable of.
I'm excited about working with actual people in the field and getting to put some of the things we learned into practical use and hoping that they kind of click better and that I actually can do social work.
I'm most excited about working with the boys, so I'm excited to bond with them and get to know them and form relationships with them that maybe they wouldn't be able to form if they weren't in the program. I think that's what I'm most excited about.